on, guys? We are back, and we're going to be quickly looking at my roster here. We're going to do another Doom 1.1, this time with the Bio nodes, and I think my max symbiote team is like around 690. We'll look at it before we jump into the raids, but pretty straightforward. I think everyone knows about these guys. Symbiote Spidey, T-Ford maxed out. Carnage, same thing as well, and he's got that nice skin. We're still working on that. We got Venom as well, T-Ford, ISO 8, pretty much everything you can. So all these guys are pushed as high as they can because of Dark Dimension 3 and 4. Scream, just got her to 7 yellow, so I was pretty happy about that. Same thing, max as much as I can potentially put in her. And perhaps the weakest link is Anti-Venom, and he's getting there. Hopefully eventually we'll get him up to 7 yellow if we get some RNG on the premium pulls. Other than that, push as far as I can as well, and luckily he's 5 red, so it helps a bit in terms of his lack of yellow stars. So that's the team that I'm running, guys, and as far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure everybody's running this team for Dark Dimension 4 city nodes, and of course also for the Doom raids. So we're gonna have the new one coming soon here, so of course we want to see if we can make sure we can master the 1.1 and quickly here we're gonna go over the second node here. This one's kind of a pain in the butt. You might take a couple of shots on this one. I can usually do it in one shot with my team, just because I do have a bigger symbiote team, but 690-ish is the approximate power level, and this is the my configuration. I'm not sure if that's the perfect configuration, but the secret to this node is relying on Hela and Greg, and basically having that splash damage kill off Greg, so that way we can kind of get that turn meter going. So right off the get-go, you want to target characters that will basically splash and hit Greg as well. That's going to give us speed. I like to stun Taskmaster because if you leave him alone, he starts jumping and eating away at our buffs, so that's why I stun him right away. And then once you get enough buffs going, you can start using Anti-Venom's ultimate to spread all the buffs to the team. And again, we get that going there as well. What works too is I've tried Phylavel in place of Anti-Venom, and she gives a lot of death proof and helps with the team's stability as well, but I still like Anti-Venom because you know, he offers that holy crap button if somebody gets downed. So when you're playing with Doom 1.1, these guys hit pretty hard, so it's good for us to be able to have that holy crap button if we need it. Alternatively, as you guys can see here, almost downed Hela because I just basically keep splashing around her. People keep her alive as well until the second wave, so that way they can still kind of get that free boost of speed. I think either way works. I find that taking her out and then you get rid of Greg, it doesn't really matter. I think as long as you have enough damage, and as long as you're spreading it across the board, it helps. So right there we get rid of her, so you know, we lost Greg, which obviously you guys will be able to tell that we do lose a bit of speed here, and they'll actually get some turns in. So I mean, it's you know, I don't know if it's the perfect strategy, but I think we'll be okay here. For the most part, I think the important thing is having enough damage and having enough buffs. Once you get the movement and the momentum going from kills, it feeds the team off, just much like anything in terms of Dark Dimension 3 or 4 or any of the other raids. Once the symbiotes get going and they get the buffs, they're unstoppable. So that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to figure out when I should blue ISO 8 these guys. Right now I've got them maxed at level 1, but obviously with the announcement of Doom 2, we're gonna get some bigger and badder raids, so obviously we want to put more into these guys, but just not really sure if they're going to bring on another bio raid team or if they're looking at alternates, because there is speculation right now of more raid characters being focused on, so we'll see what happens there. What I like to do here is I like to just grab onto the one with the most debuffs, so obviously the mercenary guard there, and then once you get his buffs, his debuffs turn into buffs for our team, and then yeah, the whole team's got some pretty good amount of damage. It's good to focus on Scream after the second wave drops, because if people keep dying, she brings speed up to the symbiotes, and as you guys can see here on the board, we got Carnage, we got Symbiote Spidey on the other side, so of course that's going to put us at a little bit of disadvantage, so you want to make sure you can get rid of him ASAP. That takes care of that. And if you want to make sure you can finish this with no time running out, you want to make sure you want to make sure you can hit these guys and auto if you need to. Sometimes I just auto basic once I get them to low enough to health. So we'll see how it goes. We still got a minute and a bit here, but we're gonna hit the auto right now and see if that helps. The auto basic's been amazing for the game and for all the other game modes. I think it's just saved people so much time. We know that Falcon's gonna do his special first before his speed up, so that gives us a little bit of an advantage. And then yeah, I usually just like to spread that attack between Jessica Jones and Electro, so just whatever works for you guys. Also nice because we have all those buffs, so they do the counter attacks on Falcon as well, and it kind of just gets a couple hits in to get the health back, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think we should be okay though for time. 50 seconds. Once we kill JJ, we'll get a little boost of speed there and speed up, and then we can focus everything else on Falcon, which it doesn't matter, he's just going to speed himself up. So 40 seconds. So that's how you do it there. I think people have done it. People have done this node with less team power, so unfortunately we lost screen in the process, which kind of sucks a little bit. We might have to we'll just use the revive, which sucks because that actually puts us a little bit of a disadvantage for the next attack, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So that's it. That's it for the node right before the boss node, and I didn't do a recording of the first node because I think that one's pretty straightforward. I think most people have got that one down to the pad, but as you guys can see here, we have not attacked this one yet, so we're gonna quickly jump in here, and we got a couple attacks that are 29 energy, might even have 3, so we'll see how this one goes. But we'll jump in here and see what we can do, and sometimes it's not perfect. See, as you guys can see here, I got some refreshes if we need to use it. I don't think we will though. We got lots of we got refreshes for health if we need to use it, but I think for the most part these guys are all pretty much beefed up. Now do keep in mind for this one, it's not perfect. It's RNG based, and it also depends on where Ghost Rider hits, but if he hits in a bad spot, you might lose somebody. Yep, so we lost Symbiote Spidey, which really sucks because we don't actually have that revive now. That's why I was kind of disappointed when we lost that revive. So unfortunately, this will basically set the momentum off. So we're gonna close it off here, and we'll quickly jump in, and hopefully I'm gonna fast forward this so you guys don't see the loading and all that jazz. But yeah, we'll quickly jump into the recording back here, and then you guys can see that we're going to try here again. Same team, same lineup, same everything. Sometimes the RNG just doesn't work in our favor because of the bleed from Ghost Rider. And what's important here is making sure if all 5 survive after that initial wave, then you can go in and stun Negasonic. So that's the most important thing. So they actually missed Spidey this time, which is fine. We don't have the revive like we normally would, so that kind of sucks there. So we're going to throw the stun on Negasonic, and then we're going to throw the AoE speed reduction as well, the ultimate, and then we'll throw the this guy here to give evasion to everybody. So this is probably the best case scenario where you can get evasion on everybody to give them a little bit of cushion, and then we want to spread that off again and target everything on Doctor Strange. If he gets a turn in, we're screwed. He's gonna flip our buffs, and it's the end. So you want to make sure you can avoid that. Offense down Ghost Rider. That's the best strategy. I can tell you guys that. We want to make sure we can get rid of him. Otherwise, it's so Doctor Strange goes down. Now we can ability block JJ if that works. That does not work. Okay. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I find that it's probably like 50% of the time it works. If you do manage to get that ability block, it's amazing. It'll basically help facilitate the kill and the guarantee that she won't be debuffing us or taking away the debuffs. But yeah, even if you don't, it's not the end of the world. As you guys see here, where we should be able to take her down before her next turn, and then we should be able to get a nice burst of speed as well from the kill. This is where it would be nice to have that special ready, so then we can get more energy back to anti-venom, but unfortunately that's not the case there. And then again, we'll just reapply the special there. It just really helps put pressure on the Negasonic. We don't want her taking any turns, and that's the main goal here on this first wave, is to take down Ghost Rider and to take down the Teenage Warhead if we can. Focus on Scarlet Witch after, because if she redistributes the health, it's also super duper annoying. Once we get that stun in, we'll throw the stun on Ghost Rider, because he's one of the biggest threats right now in the game. Or not in the game, but on this specific node. In this situation. So we'll do this special, get the immunity there, so that way we can block out any debuffs if they apply any. And then again, apply the bleeds, spread everything, get the defense down going, reapply this, because this hits everybody. I mean, you can aim it so that it hits Teenage Warhead as well, but I find that Ghost Rider is a bigger threat. We want to make, she's stunned, so it's fine. We can focus on her afterwards. And so far so good. We're making pretty good time here. 2 minutes underway left, and everybody's disrupted, so of course Colossus's special does not really do much. Get the bleeds going. We should be able to take down Ghost Rider right after this initial hit or two. Okay, we got some nice mitigation with the defense up, but still hurts like heck because these guys are just monsters. These guys hit really hard. Okay, so there's still stun on Carnage. Carnage actually looks like he's gonna die. So the only problem with using the special from Anti-Venom to supply the energy is if something does happen to some of these symbiotes and they die, like what I just did right there, then you know, you kind of put yourself in a tight bind. So just make sure you know what you're, you can evaluate it. For me, I feel like the energy is more important, because if you can get the energy back, Anti-Venom can reapply his special, or excuse me, his ultimate. So I think that's more important, and his revive actually comes back faster too. So I just find that you have to do that if you want to get this team to keep moving. We'll stun Squirrel Girl because she's annoying, and then we'll special, and I think right now, yeah, we landed just the right time. Apply this again, gets us so much buffs for the team. We'll do the ability block on Falcon because we don't want him doing any crazy stuff to us with his speed up. And look how much damage Electro does. It's just crazy. This is a crazy powerful node. And I think if you have a big symbiote team, it might be a little easier. But right now, I feel like they've reached a plateau, and that it's tough for us to deal with these nodes because they're trying to counter. Everyone's got big symbiotes, so now they have to figure out ways to make sure that we're not making it too easy. So we'll be interested to see if we get another Bio Raid team, but. This is one where it's good if you have good alliance mates to basically work together and have one or two people take the initial hit. But I find that at least if you take down Ghost Rider and you get down Teenage Warhead as well, it helps immensely. And again, we dropped about 7 guys, almost 8. We take down Graviton, but I think it's a good start. It's a good start here. We'll try again here, see if we can two-shot this guy. But like I said, it's a tough node. So we're around out of time. So that's time dealt. And I'd say, that's basically the attack attempt you want. So that's what you want to do. We got 9 energy here, so we should be able to close this one off once we wait a few minutes or whatever before the energy resets. So I'll stop there. Okay, guys. So we're back here. We had that first attack attempt, which was really good. We took down Ghost Rider. We took out Negasonic, and we're jumping back in here now. Same team, like you guys are already aware of, 691. Haven't used any heals yet, so that's great. And once we get through this one, we can get to the skilled nodes afterwards. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, this is just like the previous attack attempt, where sometimes RNG is dependent. So we'll see how that goes. We got the stun back again. So personal preference, I always go after Squirrel Girl because I hate her. I hate her. She's so good. I think she's under appreciated, and people don't realize just how good she is with her debuff removal and her offense down. But we'll focus everything on Falcon right now, so that way he doesn't get a turn in. Worst thing we can do is give him a turn, and then he gives everybody speed up. So that can really screw you. And then we got Carnage there, get the triple hits. That's nice. Sometimes it's just 2 hits, right? But when he gets a triple, it's really nice. Get the offense down going as well. and apply that. Scream does her thing, killing off 2 guys. And then we get the last wave drop in. Again, we'll use the special there for the energy. Yeah, apply the bleeds. And I think from from this point on, after you take down Falcon and Squirrel Girl, it should be pretty smooth. We got rid of Teenage Warhead, who is just a pain in this node, and then Ghost Rider as well. So taking care of those guys are your best priority moves. It's even worse if somebody goes in here and they leave those guys, like they leave them alive, and then if somebody comes in for the follow-up and Ghost Rider or Negasonic are still alive, it makes this node incredibly difficult. So that's why in my first attack attempt, if you guys saw, we really prioritize on those 2, because we wanted to make sure, like, even if I don't come in here for the cleanup, at least my alliance mates won't have a hard time taking care of the rest. And I think, yeah, taking care of Squirrel Girl and Falcon are already kind of a pain in the butt, but if you have to do that on top of fighting Ghost Rider and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, that they're just gonna obliterate you. Like Ghost Rider's gonna keep smashing his passive. Negasonic's got that crazy AOE, and she's also got that like debuff killing move from her special. So it's just, yeah, it's a crazy combo. So taking care of them ASAP is the best solution for that. And yeah, I think I don't really know if I need to comment much other than the fact that I could probably just hit auto and we'd probably be fine, but we'll play it safe. So activating the special again, got the energy there. Again, chain attacks with Carnage. We got another stun, might as well just use it. Why not? Elsa's, sure, let's take care of her. And yeah, you can leave. I like to leave the Colossuses alone. I think if you disrupt them and you ability block them or whatever, and if you slow them, they're super slow. They're just not helpful at all. So there you guys have it. I don't think we can lose this now, so we're just gonna hit the auto and watch the show go. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this useful. Like I said, I think this is done with a lower symbiote team. So I know 690 is pretty high. I think some people have actually they have bigger symbiote teams than myself, because I don't have the 7 yellow and anti-venom yet, and some of these guys have blue isos as well with other people. So I might push them eventually, but right now, because we can comfortably do this node, I feel like we'll just hold off on any iso leveling right now until we figure out if they're gonna punch more characters out, or if they're gonna bring out another bio raid team or something like that. Since right now the main characters that have been released lately, especially with Deathpool and then Cloak and Dagger, Axemen, lots of raids-based teams, Secret Avengers, all that good stuff. So, anyways, guys, a bit of a longer video. I apologize for that, but this is how we two-shot the boss, and hopefully you guys found this useful. Other than that, guys, exciting times with always with new updates and all that good stuff. So we will catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care, and as always, happy gaming.